Ricky, did you know a little fun fact about the world? So you know about the very first MTV music video, the video "Kill the Radio Star" by the Buggles, right?
I'm somewhat familiar with it. It's been a
Okay,
hot minute since I've seen it,
it's a
though.
very fun, it's a very known song. Everybody kind of
Yeah.
knows how it goes. I just found out that legendary composer Hans Zimmer was the dude on the synthesizer in the back of that video.
No.
Yeah. It is mind blowing to me that that man has been historic for Oscar wins. He's made
Yeah,
some
like
incredible scores, and now is attributed to the very first music video ever.
that's insane.
Yeah, and that
I
is
didn't
the
even
kind
know
of
he played the synthesizer.
oh, dude, the dude plays everything. I
I
mean,
feel like,
like
yeah, you know what? It shouldn't surprise me. That man probably has every instrument in his house.
in his mind, I'm pretty sure he's a professional in the theremin. You know, the little one that goes like a like the
Oh
one you
yeah.
put your hand in between.
Oh yeah, that
God, that'd
thing.
be yeah, that'd be right. All right, let's get into it.
All right.
Welcome back to the Tu-Vie Podcast, TV movie entertainment news podcast. I'm your host, James, and sitting with me is Ricky Renjifo Man Reviews on Instagram and also my personal friend. How you doing, dude?
I'm all right. How about you?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Quick question about I think you did a review recently, didn't you? Flow. I gotta
Yes.
ask you a
I
question
have
about that because I
yeah,
haven't had a
go
chance to go see it. It looks great. Why did you relate so much to the capybara? I've been meaning to ask you that.
ahead. Oh man, so the spoilers not really for the movie.
I mean,
The whole
we
movie,
could throw a spoiler warning.
yeah.
I hate it when someone gives away the ending.
I can't say for sure anything.
Oh, no, 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 no,
That
no,
was
no, 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 no. I'm reading the books.
But I can say nothing.
Well, for starters, the whole movie, no
Mm,
dialogue.
yeah.
So, like, major props to them. Um, I don't want to get too like Oscar baity or whatever, but I think the movie was great.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but I don't know if it mm, deserved the Oscar. I prefer the
Yeah.
Wild Robot more. I'm sorry, that's
I
my
mean,
hot take.
they're vastly different
They
in
are
that
vastly
scene.
different,
You know.
but major props to Flo because it was an incredible film.
Hmm.
The reason I liked the capybara the most is because as the oldest of three brothers, and any older sibling can relate to this, it's always your job to sort of be like the one who looks out for everybody, the one who sort of has to play the middle ground, like, all right, like I
Yeah.
get where you're coming from, but we should be doing this instead. And throughout the whole movie, the capybara is like me when he's doing that, but at the same time, he has moments where he's just the laziest person on the boat. It's the craziest thing, and they juxtapose it so perfectly. Like he's like, wow, this guy is like wise, and he's like willing to help everyone. And then he goes and and then he's lazy, and then you're like, oh right, he's a capybara.
Have you? I guess I gotta ask. Have you actually seen a capybara? Because I know they're like being added to
Um,
zoos now.
yeah, I have when I went to, I think I saw one when I went to Ecuador when I was
Whoa,
yeah.
sweet. So I like, are they that? Because I assume they're
They're
like,
dude, they're like the size of like a medium-sized dog.
oh, they're huge.
They're huge. They get huge. Like,
They look kind of small on camera, like and everything I've seen.
yeah,
They kind of look like. I mean, small is relative. I mean, like
yeah.
I'm more like
Yeah, height-wise, they're
I
not
don't know.
big, but it's
Yeah,
more girth.
yeah.
Like they're girthy things.
Yes. I bet. No, I was very curious to understand what you meant by you related the capybara more, which I always just I thought that was just a really funny line, but at the same time I was
Yeah.
very curious how, just was very curious. Wanted to get that out of the way.
Yeah.
So two things we got to talk about today. The first big thing that took my attention for far too long was the 5 hour live stream chair reveal with Marvel. I'm not
Um,
proud to say that I watched the whole thing, but I will say I didn't sit down and watch the whole thing.
yeah,
I was like driving home from school. I went to the store. I did everything and I had a timer on my watch that was like every 11 minutes. So I would pull up the
yeah,
thing every 11 minutes, see if there's a chair, have my moment, and then move on. But then when I got home, I was live streaming it on TikTok so
yeah.
we can talk about it. And then I gotta ask you, it's not even spoiler warning because this is
Yeah.
public knowledge.
Yeah,
What was the
everyone knows it.
one? Yeah, what was the number one shocking reveal for you? Because I think it's the same everywhere else.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's a tie between Ian McKellen and James Marsden.
Yeah, Jay. Oh, dude,
Dude, I can't believe James is coming back. Like,
crazy.
oh man. I remember they've been like asking him since Sonic 2. They're like, hey, you know, we heard the X-Men could be joining Marvel, and he would, and he'd be like, no, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
I was dead certain he was going to come back as a live action X-Men 97 for Deadpool and Wolverine. That's
Mm,
what I was thinking. Not everybody, maybe like Jubilee as well, but I was definitely dead certain like Marsden's in the movie. There's no shot. You don't have a
yeah.
Fox goodbye without Cyclops, but whatever. But I
I
will
know.
take this. I'll take this for sure
Yeah.
because it does kind of make sense. And because I did rewatch Deadpool and Wolverine, and this has been in my mind. And correct me if I'm wrong. It's a Deadpool movie within the MCU because we get the TVA, we get the Void, we get Marvel
Yeah.
characters, but at the end of it, he's still in his world, which was 10,005. So technically,
Yeah.
we got that toe in the water, but it's still his world, right? That's where we end
Yeah,
up.
exactly. So he's still in his own universe doing whatever.
Yeah. So that's
So
where I've been thinking where the incursion from in the comics is usually the Ultimates universe is
yeah.
going to be that universe. I think it's going to be that universe because it has their characters still
Yeah.
and the Marvel 616 MCU, which I think is the only way we can get Deadpool, we can get X-Men, we get every other character that hasn't been a part of that world into that world. Similar like what they're doing with the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
You know, like when that world goes
Yeah.
away, they're hopping in ours. Have you had a
I
theory
mean,
about these
yeah, I
things?
mean, unless the incursion happens in the Fantastic Four world, because what comes right after, doesn't Doomsday come right after Fantastic Four?
I think so. I mean, maybe I think you're right. Actually, look at you,
Yeah.
Marvin, because I know weirdly enough, the Doomsday comes right after 364 days after Thunderbolts, like almost a full year.
Yeah,
So
that's
that was cool. It
crazy.
was very cool seeing, by the way, every single member besides Taskmaster because we knew that she was not going to make
Yeah,
it.
the fact
Come
that
back.
she's only in like 2 seconds of every trailer.
Yeah, it's the
It's like,
same.
come
It's the
on.
same clip
Who are
with
you
her.
kidding right now? Who are you kidding? You're gonna kill her off in like the first 30 minutes at most.
Yeah, and I'm personally not happy about that because I'm a huge Taskmaster fan and I love the
Yeah.
character. But I mean, I don't know what else they were going to be
Yeah.
doing. Okay,
I
so you
mean,
were right though. I think
yeah.
you're right because it does go Fantastic Four movie wise, Avengers
Yeah.
Doomsday because we also have the Eyes of Wakanda, Marvel Zombies, and Wonder
Yeah.
Man coming in TV series. But that's good. Good on you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it could happen with the Fantastic Four being in the incursion. I think
Yeah, because they got Galactus, and with Galactus, anything's possible.
yeah, that is, dude.
I can't wait for like a more comic accurate Galactus.
That's
The
stupid
Silver Surfer
cloud.
Galactus. I was like, when I looked up what Galactus looked like, I was like, giant space cloud,
Hmm.
towering purple man. Like
Either
what?
either sentence is very funny. It's like giant purple man or a space cloud, which is very true because when
Yeah,
Colin and I started like talking comic books, I had very limited comic book knowledge, like so
yeah.
limited, and he was always my comic book guy. So when I remember him and I when we were younger, we were like talking about the Fantastic Four. I'm like, yeah, it's. I mean, I wonder how they're gonna bring the Galactus cloud back. And he looked and he's like, he's never a cloud. I'm like, he was a cloud in the movies, so he's a cloud in comics, right? He's like, no, you idiots. He's a person. I'm like, well, why'd they make him a cloud? He goes, well, we don't know. He gave me a great swift kick in the butt of reality.
That CGI would have been so expensive.
Well, I mean, that was 2006,
Yeah,
2007.
yeah. All the budget went to the Silver Surfer.
100%. I think it even went to the cast, but I mean, in 2008,
That's why everyone acted so horribly in that
yeah,
movie.
yeah. I mean, in 2008 we had Davy Jones, and that is beautiful to this day, almost
To this
20
day,
years
everyone
later.
uses that to compare CGI. It's insane.
Yeah, so when you give people the time, it looks good. Also another casting. Sorry. Back to yes, the incursion I think could happen in Fantastic Four because that next movie will be Doomsday. I always have a feeling that like in Fantastic Four, we're gonna see RDJ as Victor Von Doom, and then in Avengers Doomsday is where he will become Doomsday because I think the event of the incursion or with Galactus, that's where his face will become scarred. That's where he'll hate Reed because it'll be Reed's fault in some way.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be, I think that's where the beef will start. That's what I've been thinking. And have you had any theories about this movie, or is it just kind of like I'm waiting.
No, I'm praying that they at least hint, maybe a post-credit scene at the very least. Just because you can't, I don't know how they're gonna throw in Doom into everything. Like he's just gonna show up because like
Yeah.
they built Thanos up for years, and that
Mm.
was like brilliant, like build up.
Mm.
So now we're just because before it was gonna be about Kang, and now
Mhm.
the whole thing with that happened. They got rid of Kang. Now they're bringing in Doom.
Mhm.
It's like, okay, how do we build him up in like 2 movies to be another big Thanos?
Yeah, and I'd also would argue that Doom is more recognizable than
Oh yeah,
Kang,
100%. Yeah.
and especially nowadays because he has that One World Under Doom comic book.
Oh
So
yeah, that's true.
that's a good one. But I
That is
think
pretty good.
I think it's just I don't know, it's a big tall ask because they're doing Doomsday
Yeah,
and Secret Wars back to back. And so I'm just curious to see how that's going to be
yeah,
moving on because getting
yeah,
two incursions back to back would make sense in a way where the characters come together, like Fantastic Four to us, and then us to Deadpool's world does seem to make more sense for Secret Wars. I just don't know where the conflict will come into.
yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. But we also do have, and correct me if I'm wrong on pronunciation, Tena Cuerta Mieja.
Yeah, Canuck me. Yeah, let
That's
me double
Namor.
check. Yeah, I
Namor.
know it's Namor, unless
I may have gotten the name wrong, but I mean
yeah, let me
Namor
double.
coming in this movie is a incredible thing. Freaking Lewis Pullman as Sentry is great. Actually, here's what I'm just gonna do. I'm just gonna list out all of the actors, and so
Oh
in
yeah,
case anybody has missed it, which is insane, we
yeah.
have
Seriously.
only legit and crazy. It's crazy. We have this is only part one, by the way. This is
Yeah, I
part two.
know. They're like, we still have more coming. I'm like,
That's insanity because we're already almost close to the amount of characters in Infinity War.
yeah,
So brace yourself here if you haven't heard it. So I gotta take a deep breath. Here we go. Chris Hemsworth as Thor, Vanessa Kirby as the Invisible Woman, Letitia Wright as Black Panther, Sebastian Stan as Bucky Barnes, Anthony Mackie as Captain America, Wyatt Russell as U.S. Agent, Paul Rudd Ant-Man, Tena Cuerta Mieja as Namor, Eben Moss Backrack as The Thing, Simu Liu as Shang-Chi, Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova, Kelsey Grammer as The Beast, Lewis Pullman as Sentry, Danny Ramirez as The Falcon, Joseph Quinn as a Human Torch, Winston Duke as M'Baku, Hannah John Kamen as Ghost, Tom Hiddleston Loki, Patrick Stewart as Professor X, Ian McKellen Magneto, Alan Cumming Nightcrawler, whoop! Rebecca Romajan, Mystique, James Marsden, Cyclops, whoop, Channing Tatum, Gambit, whoop, Pedro Pascal, Mr. Fantastic, and Robert Downey, Doom.
Channing Tatum lived up to his word.
Oh my
A name for himself.
Made a name for himself. Dude, so good, so good.
Oh,
I mean, I'm really actually happy they gave him the chance to come again because I think the John Krasinski Mr. Fantastic was a fun fan cast
yeah,
for Doctor Strange, but this one feels good.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, because it was well earned. It was well deserved. Like
Oh,
he was born to be Gambit.
he really was, and he's been training for years, and the man was so
Yeah,
dedicated where he didn't watch any of the new Marvel stuff for like 10 years
yeah, because he
because
was
he
like,
didn't
they
want it to
denied me my movie. Yeah,
well, also
I
he
was
didn't
like,
want to
damn,
conflict with his own
respect.
story. It's
Yeah.
incredible respect for that, but like that's insane. That's insane. How do you feel about any of these castings? Was there like who are you wanting to get back into this movie? Like, do you have like a few characters you're like they need to be in this movie? Because for me, I need Star-Lord.
Yeah,
I need my
yeah.
Star-Lord.
Star-Lord 100%. I'm sure he's just what is it now? No, maybe he's busy filming the Mario movie. Because
Yeah,
that comes out next year.
that does come out next year. That does come
Maybe
out.
he's too busy recording lines right now.
Maybe. Oh God, I hope they don't. Oh my God, I will be pissed if they don't get him in this
No.
movie.
Well, I mean, Chris Pratt commented on it. I think when he was, I forgot. I saw him in an interview. Forgot for what movie or
Probably the Electric State.
probably Electric State, and they
Yeah.
were like, "Yeah, remember the thing at the end of Guardians 3? Star-Lord will return." You got any comments on that? And he said, I'm gonna come back. Don't worry, I will come back."
I know. It's just I don't know what.
Yeah, just I don't know what. And I'm like, great.
Even if it's own original series, I'll be okay with that.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that.
I mean, I'm sure he's definitely gonna be in Secret Wars.
Oh, he's got to be. Everybody's gonna be in Secret Wars. Everybody's gonna be in Secret Wars. There's no way that there isn't gonna be everybody.
The only thing I'm praying for is one shot. I need Hugh Jackman, Toby, and then RDJ in the middle, just like staring them down. That would just be the ultimate. Like, I would buy every frame of that, put it on every wall, just be like, this is peak right here.
Man, I mean, I know that Toby rumor has been going for since No Way Home, but
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. So, is there a character you? Because now you can think about any character ever
Yeah,
to
literally, you can.
exist. Who is like the character you want?
Oof.
That's a big ask.
I know it is because we've gotten a lot of good ones. The one character I really, really want to see on the big screen, Ghost Rider.
Yeah, that'd be a good
We
one.
need Ghost Rider back.
Who
Dude,
would
they
you
brought
want?
him back in freaking Agents of Shields, and they did nothing with him.
That one is my person. I love the Robbie Ray
Dude,
as
he
Ghost
was
Rider.
like the best Ghost Rider I've ever seen.
Good, so good. Honestly, anybody from Agents of Shield could come there. Like Quake, that'd be great. Black Bolt. I just had it. No. I'm trying to think of the TV series, like Medusa.
It's been so long since I've watched.
I know. I mean, I'm an Inhuman whore. I love them. So like Medusa, Gorgon,
Yeah.
everybody could come from that show. Would be great.
Yeah, we do need the Inhuman.
Lockjaw.
Yeah.
I mean, no, Ghost Rider would be great. I mean, I can't remember his name for the life of me. What's the actor's name? He's in The Last of Us.
Yeah. What else was he in? He's in he was in I think like the last Terminator movie.
He was in the Terminator movie. Gabriel Luna. Why did I forget?
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
Gabriel Luna.
Gabriel
Yeah.
Luna, crazy good. Robbie Reyes, crazy good. Loved that one. Iceman, Bobby from X-Men. He'd be great. Rogue would be great to come back.
Yeah, bro. Oh my God, yes.
I'm trying to think of any other Marvel like character that we've gotten live action. Oh, I mean, Photon from the Marvels would be cool to see.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel was probably going to be making a comeback in this movie, if not Secret Wars. But there's no shot that they're going to kick her out. Oh, definitely Ms. Marvel for sure. Ms. Marvel and Spectrum. Yeah. That'd be great to see them come back again. I mean, now I'm just naming Marvel characters at this point because I don't know, because I think, I mean, I know Doctor Strange isn't in this until Secret Wars, right? That's what he said.
Yeah, I think he's not in Doomsday. I remember seeing a comment about that.
It was back and forth, and I don't remember where it landed. But that's why, ever since the second movie, I think the incursion happens because of Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Like something in the third movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in the last one, it was them hopping into something because Clea showed
Yeah,
up.
they were going into the dark dimension to deal with something with Dormammu or something. Because I know his sister is the one who, what's it called? Brought him there. So we got to figure out what the hell's going on. You can't just drop a plot point like that.
Yeah, did they change Clea to his sister? Because I remember Clea.
So
Clea, hold on. I think it's his wife.
Oh.
In comic
I
books.
forget. It's been a hot minute.
Oh, I got to double.
When I first saw it, I was like, who the heck is that?
Yeah. Okay. In the comics, Clea is Doctor Strange's wife. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, that would be. That probably. I mean, I don't think they're gonna have a relationship, but I think she's just someone. I don't know. I think 26 releases in one day, a lot of them being beautifully shocking. I'm so grateful that Shang-Chi's coming back because.
Oh yeah, same.
So good. But I don't know. I mean, like we said, Star-Lord, Ghost Rider.
What's going on with Vision? We got to figure out what's going on with Vision. What happened to that guy?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. Did you see the AI like test footage that's out there?
No.
So there was someone made like AI like fake footage like a few weeks ago saying like production has begun, and most of it's based off the leaked concept art.
Okay. I'm sorry. Are you talking about the Visions, or are you talking about Secret Wars or Doomsday?
Talking about Doomsday.
Okay, I thought you were talking about the Vision TV series. I'm like,
no.
someone went out of their way.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about the Doomsday like leaked concept art. Someone made AI footage out of it.
Mm-hmm. I did
and
see
one of the
that
leaked images was Star-Lord and Vision just chilling on a couch. And I'm like, what the heck is this?
I don't even know where to begin, other than the fact that with the concept in mind, maybe it's gonna be very similar to the 2015 Secret Wars idea, where Doom is God Emperor Doom. He's recreated this world where the Invisible Woman's his wife. The kids are his, because we do see at least in the behind the scenes footage of the Fantastic Four, she had a baby. She was holding a child. Yeah. And so I don't know if that just means Franklin, or if that means Franklin and Valeria. I don't know. I'm hoping it's both, because that could then be more, launching into the 2015 run.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think them going straight into the world where Doom created, where he's the savior of it, would be
Mhm.
great, and we have to kind of like pick up the pieces. Thank you for the reminder. I thought you meant someone went out of their way for a Vision AI thing. I was like,
No, no, no.
why? Okay, I did see those. I don't know how the Hulk land will go,
Yeah, I don't
but again,
understand that really.
that's where I think it's Doom
That's
creating
that
something
feels
for.
like a kind of like an old man Logan kind of thing, and
Yes.
that's a very ooh.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's where I'm thinking it's going to be more like Doom's creating the world, and like, oh, even Hulk has his own country, something like
yeah.
that. But I don't know. This is an interesting run, but we can go on for hours about the Doomsday casting. Ricky, I invited here to you today because you know a lot about a video game lore that I know very little about, which is Sonic the Hedgehog. But that's not all. You also know a lot of video games, and this is why you're here today. Today we're in honor of the Last of Us 2 and Minecraft movie releasing in the same month, Minecraft first and then The Last of Us. I thought we'd go over the video game adaptations that's been going on over the last 30 years because there's been a lot. I did a lot of research in this. There's so many. And I'm not
Dude,
talking about all of them. We're going to talk about the difference in the movies and TV series, but
yeah,
there's a lot.
yeah.
I mean, I could probably guess this answer, but do you have a favorite current video game adaptation? Could be show or movie.
I have a favorite show and a favorite movie. So movie, it's Sonic 3.
I guessed.
It's hands down Sonic 3. It's the
Sure.
best adaptation. Um, Favorite show is actually the Castlevania show on Netflix.
See, I
Yes.
forgot that Castlevania was so. Well, that's now on the list.
Yeah.
Yes, Castlevania. Yeah, I didn't get into that one. I tried years ago. I just couldn't.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'll probably give it another chance.
Yeah, you should give it another shot.
Yeah,
I really recommend
what's it
it.
about? It's gone from my memory. I just remember the name and me not digging it.
Yeah, so the first show, because they just made a sequel
Mm.
show. The first show follows the events of Castlevania 3. We follow Trevor
video game?
Belmont. Yeah,
Oh.
the Castlevania, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, which I was like, it makes sense because the very first Castlevania, there's not really much of a story. You're just a guy going through a castle, killing vampires. There's not much story there.
That's pretty
I mean, there is, but there isn't. But anyway,
Sure.
you follow Trevor Belmont. He is the last of the Belmont clan. And his family is known for killing vampires and demons.
That's rad.
Dracula is basically evil Jesus, for lack of a better term. That's literally what he is. If you look deep into the Castlevania lore, he's literally just Dark Jesus.
That's great.
Yeah.
So you just go around just blading people?
So no, actually, it's a really messed up story where Dracula finally opens his heart out to a woman, and because of who he is, they kill her because it's during the religious Inquisition. The time where everyone is very holy and religious, so any like misstep out of that, you get burned at the stake. Yeah, so they kill his wife, and he basically claims war against the world.
Whoa.
And at this point, Trevor Belmont is in hiding because his whole family was massacred because they had affiliations with dark magic and stuff, because that's what their family did to protect the world. They were cast out. So he's the last member of his clan, and no one's going to help him, and he basically has to fight Dracula solo. Except if you watch the show and you play the games, you know he's not going to do it solo.
What part of me years ago did not like that? That sounds rad as hell.
Dude, it is insane because you can tell they put so much detail into the fight choreography, especially with
Oh, wow.
the whip. Like, it is some of the most insane physics. Like, they make, like, some of it is obviously, like, it's fake, like, it's a show.
Yep.
But other parts you can see where, like, he's actually, like, moving his body to, like, purposely move the whip to be, like, in specific positions. I'm like, you did not need to go this hard on whip fight choreography.
Dude, that sounds rad as hell.
Dude,
it's
it
animated,
is.
right?
Yeah, it's fully animated. It's 4 seasons. The 4th season is insane because they bring in my favorite boss finally in the 4th season.
Getting that done this week. Yeah, that's rad as hell. I don't know why I didn't think I liked it back then. I'm getting into it now.
It is very gory,
I'm fine.
unfortunately, but
I'm
like maybe that could have been a turn off. Like, what the hell? Why am I just watching?
I mean, I don't know. I was watching John Wick movies earlier than I should have.
That's fair. That's
yeah,
fair.
I'm fine. And then the favorite movie, like you said, is Sonic 3. That's a very, very good choice. So this is where I think it gets interesting. I kind of wrote in I wouldn't say sequence, but in increasing order of the more famous movie adaptations. So brace yourself here. So we have currently one Five Nights at Freddy's movie. We all know how that went. It was fine.
It was fine. It was passable. Let's see what they do for the second one.
You know what? It was passable for a adaptation because the benchmark's already low with adaptations.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, we have two Mario Bro movies, which one live action with Bob Hoskins, which is iconic as hell. And then we have the current one with Chris Pratt, also iconic for very different reasons. We have two Angry Birds movies, too many in my opinion.
Yeah, seriously.
So bad. We didn't get the Nice Guys 2 because of the first one. Just when, let that be known. I stand on that. Awful. We have two Street Fighter movies, two Hitman movies, three Tomb Raider movies, three Mortal Kombat movies, three Sonic movies, and 7 Resident Evil movies. What? That is far too many Resident Evil. I mean, those were like, I think they're like $1 billion franchise or something like that.
Yeah,
pumping them.
Yeah,
I think it was.
The reason it is $1 billion because they kept making them.
Yeah, that is true. At some point, you will reach $1 billion if you're at 5 plus.
Keep making movies.
That is true, and it was around. I remember one of them coming out around the 3D era, where everything was 3D.
Oh, I hated that era, dude.
At some point, it was just we're like, all right, we don't need all of it.
Get it? You can make it 3D. That doesn't mean you have to do 3D.
You know, Superman's going IMAX 3D. That's what I heard a rumor about. IMAX Superman 3D. That one, I might check that out.
I mean, I'll go see it in IMAX, especially if it gets a lot of praise. But
I'm seeing it opening day in IMAX. There's no.
I'm planning to see it opening day. Whether or not I see it in IMAX is what we'll see.
I'll just go again. Let's go a different time in IMAX. Yeah, absolutely. And the other famous ones that I thought we could also throw in here because I still didn't know these were video games. I mean, most of them were video games. Like Prince of Persia. Didn't know that was a video game. With
I
Jake
mean, neither
Gyllenhaal.
until recently. Yeah.
Bad movie.
Yeah.
Bad movie. I don't know what they were thinking.
I remember seeing Lego sets for it everywhere when the movie was coming out. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, where's my Indiana Jones, man? That's when they were starting to take Indiana Jones off the shelf. I was like, where's Indiana Jones? The heck is Prince of Persia?
Yes. Yes, you did. Yes, we had the Lego sets. To continue, Doom, Warcraft, bad movie. Werewolves Within, great movie. Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves, fantastic movie. Assassin's Creed, Uncharted, not even going to comment. Detective Pikachu, Borderlands, and Max Payne. Out of the last three, I just said Detective Pikachu's far better.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Max Payne?
I did not. I didn't even know that was a video game.
It's a video game, and the movie is starring Mark Wahlberg, where he's like this dude that just goes on on a kill spree. The game is much more fun in every way, and Mark Wahlberg-less. It's wild, that kind of movie.
So basically, what you're saying is you don't like any video game adaptation with Mark Wahlberg in it, because you also don't like.
You know what? Yes, yes. Yes. I forgot
Mark,
there's more than one.
Video. I love you, but I'm just pointing out what he's saying.
I don't. No, we didn't forget. I mean, it's insane. I mean, I legit only can think of one really funny movie that he's in that I enjoy, which is Pain and Gain. That's I think the best Wahlberg performance.
What about the other guys?
He was funny, but if you have not seen Pain and Gain, go now. I think it's still on Netflix. It is by far the greatest movie ever. It's not even real. With upcoming movies like Minecraft, like we said, coming April 4th, we have Until Dawn, April 25th, Mortal Kombat 2, October 24th, coming this year, FNAF 2, December 5th, 2025, and recently, we just got the announcement of The Legend of Zelda coming in March 26th, 2027. How do you feel about that?
The Legend of Zelda one?
Yeah.
If you see the people working on it, I am very, very skeptical.
Isn't the dude from Morbius involved?
Yeah. That's why I'm terrified.
Let's be real. How much of Morbius was studio oversight?
I would say 99%. The 1% was I'm blanking on the actor, the guy
Oh,
dancing.
Jared Leto. Oh,
Yeah,
Jared Leto or
not Jared Leto.
Doctor Who.
Yeah, Doctor Who. I'm
Okay,
blanking on his name.
I got nothing.
Him dancing. I feel like that was the one thing that was like improv or some shit, and they won't admit it wasn't. But I swear to God, it was 100% improv.
Yeah, yeah, far improv that just didn't need to happen. And like we said earlier, the Super Mario Brothers 2 movie is coming out. We don't know the announcement yet. Same thing for Sonic the Hedgehog 4. That will never die. We have the Street Fighter movies in development, and we also have It Takes Two. Did you ever play that game? Where it's like the parents.
Never played it, but I know it. Yeah, that
Yeah.
they're making It Takes Two game a
I
movie.
believe it is produced by The Rock, but yes, they're making it. It takes my face exactly.
What?
I guess he likes the story, and the one I'm super excited about. Oh, it's a great game, beautiful story.
Yeah.
The one I'm super excited about is Helldivers 2, the movie, and they're
That's
getting.
I heard about that.
Yeah, they want as many A-listers in the movie as possible because they want them to die in the most gruesome deaths possible.
Please, dude, that would be. Hilarious.
I need DiCaprio. Just something like that, man. I mean,
He has to be screaming for democracy.
Oh,
or
100%.
Super Earth, or both.
whatever.
At least one A-lister screaming both.
Yeah.
While they're going into like a bug-infested hive mind with a grenade in both their hands.
I just want like, I need someone to stand there like this and then blow up.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be so good. Yeah, man. Yeah. No, that I'm just curious as to like who they're actually gonna say yes to, because I want, if the A-lister is in there, I want them to have fun. I want them to actually be like, look, I know I'm in this movie for 4 seconds, so I'm probably being paid with like a high five and a cup of coffee, but like,
Now I'm trying to think who would be like hilarious. I want Hugh Jackman in it.
Hugh Jackman would be really
I
fun.
think Hugh Jackman would be freaking hilarious. Just having like a 5-second cameo of him like getting off the ship, like, we're gonna make it, buddy, immediately gets sniped.
Easy. Let me see if I can find yeah, so like A-listers like Johnny Depp, Al Pacino, Brad Pitt probably is going to be in this movie for sure. Tom Hanks, Tom Cruise, Robert De Niro, Denzel, Nicolas Cage, Jack Nicholson, Meryl Streep. Sorry. I don't know why. With the Y always freaks me out on the pronunciation. I always get it wrong. Meryl Streep, Matt Damon, Will Smith, Harrison Ford, Morgan Freeman, Jennifer Lawrence. So many great actors that I would love to see in this movie. I do want Christian Bale.
Yes.
I do want Christian Bale for sure. Man, maybe we could throw in a Joaquin Phoenix or a Ben Affleck. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at least one stupid cameo.
Easily.
Just like someone who's like stupid expensive just to show up, just to die in like 5 seconds.
That'll probably be Cruise.
Yeah.
Easily.
Like fighting the swarm is what finally killed him. It wasn't filming Mission Impossible.
Yes. Yeah. That's very true, dude. So with Helldivers 2 kind of getting the motion of everything, let's move on to the series now, because I feel like the series are a little more recognizable in the way where I feel like Werewolves Like Within, which was a very good video game adaptation. I have not played the game. Colin, who's played the game, said it was really, really great, and I feel like it kind of went under a lot of people's radars. D&D, which was huge. I mean, a D&D movie, directed by a guy and written by a guy who loves D&D, and with other ones like Detective Pikachu, kind of hitting the mark. But then we have like Assassin's Creed, we have Doom, Warcraft, Prince of Persia, Borderlands, man, I can go on. There are so many other ones that just don't do well. Like the Assassin's Creed movie, when I heard about that, I'm like, that's
dude, like, come on, like that's my one second.
Like, you got ooh, you please.
Dude, I went out and bought this guy as soon as he went on shelves. I was like, this is gonna be a great movie. We're finally gonna get a good, video game adaptation, and then it just barely flies under the okay for me.
It was painful to watch because, like,
the way they did the Animus thing was just so weird.
so
like,
bad.
like, why is he on a crane? Like, what the fuck is
I don't know. It made no sense. And I think Michael Fassbender's a great actor.
Oh no, he did a great job with what he was given.
The best, one of the best actors in that movie. But it was overall just, I mean, a horrible concept of a movie. I would much rather watch him in that era doing the things.
Oh no, when he was in the actual era, that was when the movie was peak.
So good.
They should have focused on the Spanish Inquisition, because we finally got a new time period. we've been, we were all like, are they going to redo one of the games? And
Mm,
when it was like a new time period, we're like, yes, it'll be an original story. It'll be great. We'll follow a different assassin. We don't have to worry about like game lore and all that stuff.
mhm.
So I
Yeah.
was like, great. And then most of the time,
Nah.
they spend giving us stupid exposition.
Mhm. It was bad. I remember thinking, oh, this will lead into a cool new game.
Yeah.
I'm glad we didn't. I would have never bought that game because I think any other time period. I mean, fucking Black Flag would have been a way better video game. Assassin's Creed 2, 3,
Yeah.
Valhalla would have been a better one. I don't know. Do you
I
have
mean,
a
they
favorite
could have done
Assassin's?
Origins if they were going to do any of them.
There you go. Why not? Do you have a favorite Assassin's Creed game?
3. That was my first one.
Mm,
I started with 3.
mine too. I think Black Flag is the best, but I think Assassin's Creed 3 is so
I just
good.
couldn't get behind the story of Black Flag. I don't know why.
Oh, Ricky, I'll be real with you. I didn't watch a singular cutscene. I was a pirate. I took
You were
it.
out there pillaging
Yeah,
and looting.
I didn't care about it. I mean, like, dude, I didn't give a crap about what the story was. I'm like, I want to get on my pirate ship now. I did not care. I was
I want
in
to get
it
out
for
there
the
and
pirate
find the
ship.
white whale.
I was, dude. There are so many things in that game. So I didn't finish it when I was younger. I did finish it later on when I got a Nintendo Switch. There are like ghost ships and everything you can fight.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What? I was this close to maxing out 100%. And I still need to try. I need to keep upgrading my ship. So, yeah, it's good. But then Detective Pikachu was like a really fun one. Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
That was a fun one. Sonic 3. I mean, that's been the most successful one so far in this franchise, and they're gonna keep
Yeah.
busting out more of them. They're gonna be like Fast and Furious.
I mean, they're producing it, so.
Yeah, and as a Sonic fan, I'm sure you kind of have a little more insight in all this. Who would you want to play Amy?
Amy's a very conflicting character.
Mm.
Because when she first came out, she only had one thing, and that was just being a fangirl for Sonic.
Yes.
But over the years, they've definitely tried to develop her into her own character, which, props to them, finally realizing, like, okay, she can't just be a one-trick pony.
Mhm.
We need to give her something.
Mm.
Because people do like Amy, despite, what a lot of the Sonic fans say. I do see a lot of people who give a lot of love to Amy. So I definitely want someone who's not going to sound too rough or too deep like Scarlett Johansson. That's going to be too deep. Because everyone's like, oh, we should do ScarJo, get her. I'm like, he's great. Don't get me wrong. I feel like she's an amazing voice actor. Look at her as Alita.
Yeah.
She was
Good.
beautiful. But that's who she is. Like, she's
Scarlett
great.
Johansson?
Yeah, she was Alita 1 and Transformers 1.
Sorry, I was thinking you meant Alita Battle Angel for some reason. Yes.
No.
I was like, Ricky, I got a newsflash for you. No.
No, that was not her. No,
That
I know.
was I know her name. Yeah, go on. Yeah, Alita 1. She was good as Alita 1, yes.
Yeah, she was Alita 1. But I just want someone with maybe someone younger, not too young, obviously, because I got to be with Ben Schwartz.
I heard Florence Pugh.
Maybe.
I don't know. That's what I've been hearing. And
Yeah,
then one of them was also Anne Hathaway, I heard. These are people like fan casting. These are not
Yeah, I know.
rumors.
Yeah, I could see Anne Hathaway though.
I think Anne Hathaway would be fun.
He still sort of has like a young,
Yeah.
like a youngish voice to go with her.
Someone did say though, if Aquafina's casted though.
Oh my! No, if Aquafina's cast as
I'm
Amy,
done.
I'm not. I'm done.
I think the director and creators know like we can't do Aquafina. Like, I mean,
She was in like so much shit last year.
it'd be quicker to name a movie she wasn't a part of.
Yeah, literally.
I mean, and then the Mario Brother movie, that was a surprise success. I did not really expect it to be that good. I wasn't blown away like it changed my life. I was more blown away. I'm like, this is way better than being stupid.
It's definitely way better than the first, attempt at making a movie.
Look, we don't got to pick straws here, but there is something about that first movie with Bob Hoskins is so iconic.
It
so
is,
bad.
but like, oh my god,
It's so bad.
the arrogance of that man.
It's so good. I love it. And before we wrap up, the TV series is kind of where I feel like it actually has gone on both sides. Absolutely great and absolutely trash. And back to the beginning of it. So we've had 3 different Super Mario Brothers TV series. Now, the only one I really remember, because 2 of them were animated, was the one where they started in live action as dudes and then they got sucked into the pipe because of a job, and then they became animated. And at the end of every episode, it'd be the guy that was originally casted as live action Mario.
Oh yeah.
Going like, swing your arms from side to side.
Come on, it's time to go to the Mario.
I feel like if I don't lead with
I-
that, nobody remembers it, but everybody
Yeah.
remembers that creepy
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, at the end, like the first time I watched it, we actually had a few episodes on DVD.
Yeah.
And at the end, there was like a special features thing where it was promoting a bunch of other random shows. Like there was one where a kid had like a wishing star in his baseball mitt.
What?
Yeah, I was like,
What was the '90s TV series? Because
Yeah.
that is wild. Okay. Either
Yeah.
way, I'm glad you remember that one, because there's like
Yeah.
a few select people that I know that I can make this joke with, and they'll get it, because
Yeah.
everybody else looks at me like I'm absolutely maniacal.
oh yeah, you are if you watch this show.
Oh yeah, I mean, I remember renting it on Redbox. That's where it was. We've had 6 different Sonic the Hedgehog TV series. Sonic Underground was the series I watched as a kid.
That was another one that they promoted at the end of the freaking DVD.
Crazy hard intro, so good. We've had 8
nice.
different Pokemon series over like 32 seasons or something like that.
Yeah, dude, I watched it all. I
That
watched
is,
it all.
I mean,
That was my childhood, and I watched it till the very last episode.
the only one I remember watching as a kid was, I think, a little bit of some other generations, but it was mainly the one with Brock and Misty.
So that was that was the first
Yeah,
generation.
I remember first generation. I mean, I think it caught a little bit of the one with third generation, but I remember first generation always being on in the TV. We had a Legend of Zelda TV series too. That was an animated one. I did not know that. We had an animated D&D series, and now for the more modern ones, we've had Arcane, which has been historic. And I'm almost wrapping up with that show. It's
I have
so
a confession. I still have not watched season 2.
Whoa, really? 'Cause
I did watch the first season.
I
but,
mean,
like,
I thought you would have been
months
ahead of it, because I just
I
started the show
know.
this year.
Dude, I loved that show. I do not know why I haven't started season 2 because I've heard nothing but praise for it.
It's just time. It's a lot of. I
And
mean, also it
that's
emotionally
really-
wrecks you.
That's true. Yeah, the end of the first season, I needed I was like, so this is why people go to therapy.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. It's insanely historic for its writing, for its animation, for its acting. There's
Yeah.
nothing. Sorry, that was a big bird just flew by the window. Sorry. It's historic for so many great reasons, and the detail of animation.
Yeah, it's insane.
Oh, I will never ever get bored of that. Then we have Fallout, which was a great first season. I mean, stuck to the source material well. We had great original characters. We had great setting. It was awesome. Let's say season 2 looking great with New Vegas. Looks great. The Halo TV series, dog shit.
Yeah. I didn't watch
Absolutely.
it, but I've
Oh,
heard some horrible things. So I was like, I'm just gonna save my time for something else.
yeah. I'd rather get a lobotomy. And then we have what I think is the king of all TV series, The Last of Us. Unreal storytelling. Unreal storytelling with an unreal show. Unreal. It's so good. And I think with season 2 coming out this April and it being just so good overall in the first season, Ricky, I'm gonna ask you about this. And now I will say you can be included in this bet, but you're not going to be the one paying for it. I just want to let this.
Okay.
But this, so I'm saying you can be a part of it, but you don't owe anything. So you're still involved. So there's no,
Yeah.
but there's no risk for you. Okay.
Okay.
Cameron, Colin, and I, we have a bet about this next season.
Okay.
Cameron and Colin. Now, as if you don't know about The Last of Us Part 2, there's a
Mhm.
big thing in the game where it will be very divisive. It'll be very shocking for a lot of people. We're not going to say what it is, but I'm sure you know what it is, right?
Is it
There you go. So I have a great feeling, and it's by nothing of sheer absolute insanity. I don't think it's going to happen until mid-season, maybe even closer to the end. Cameron believes it's episodes 1 or 2, as well as Colin. So he thinks it's episodes 1 or 2. I'm thinking it's 4 down. And the bet is whoever's right gets a pizza. So Colin and Cameron would be getting a small, and I would be getting a small. That's the thing. Or maybe it was a medium because it was 2 smalls. you're not going to be owing anything, but I'm curious as to who you think is more correct. No pressure. You can tell me I'm
I
wrong.
know. I'm trying to think because of how they've been doing the story so far,
Mhm.
they've been pacing it.
Yeah.
I want to say maybe it's going to be closer to the middle.
So 3.
Yeah, maybe around 3.
Okay, because the deal between us two was that if it happens in 3, no one wins. But now Ricky is picking number 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 3.
Okay. All
And
right.
then you're gonna give us some time to get like back into the world.
Thank you.
Yes, like let us breathe, and then be like, all right, we're back in. You got your feet wet. Great, into the deep end.
Yeah, dude, there's no shot. There's no shot they're doing it episodes 1 or 2. But
Yeah.
Cameron and Colin love to scream at me about this. I mean, I get how insane that is. I understand that in the game it's very early. I get it. But this show is not doing the game. It's not doing the game 1-to-1. It's not doing it exactly how it was. It's taking creative liberty and adding some new stuff. But I don't know. And then with The Last of Us Season 2 coming out, we have Fallout Season 2, which is in production, like we said. We have the Netflix Devil May Cry series coming April 3rd. That looks bitchin'.
Yeah.
Never played the game.
Evanescence is doing the music.
Evanescence is doing the
I
music.
haven't heard shit since I was in middle school.
Yeah, I haven't heard him since middle school. And Kevin Conroy is doing his last row post ominously.
I know, like
R.I.P. R.I.P. I remember the day he died. You and I were working a shift, and I pulled you aside. I go, "Hey man, Kevin Conroy just died."
that's right. Yeah,
You clutched
I
your
remember
heart.
that. I was like, no way.
Sorry, dude.
He was our Batman, dude.
I know.
For years, he was our Batman.
It was insane. I remember being on my break, and I'm like, oh, I just lost my appetite, man.
Yeah, I know, dude.
So
I was
pissed.
like, oh god.
I'm so pissed. And then we also have the God of War series that just got announced, Ghost of Tsushima, and Horizon Zero Dawn.
I can't believe they're already giving God of War 2
Oh.
seasons.
Yeah, they already greenlit it for a second. Like,
They have a lot of faith in these people.
I mean, it must be the best show ever because Daredevil got it, but we knew exactly what was going to happen with Daredevil. We could figure it out.
Yeah.
They haven't even announced the cast.
Yeah.
Who would you want to see as Kratos?
I feel like the only people who have like the bodies for it are going to be like one of the wrestler dudes.
I mean, Dave Bautista's out.
Yeah, dude, he slimmed down so much.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I would love to see Christopher Judge, the voice actor for Kratos.
I'm sure he's gonna make a cameo. He's got to make a cameo.
I mean, he might be a cameo if anything, but I would love for him to be Kratos. I mean, he literally has the voice, and he's pretty built as it is. I mean, the dude.
Oh yeah, no, he is. Yeah.
I mean, if they just give him that red streak across the face, you give him an axe, there's your show. I mean,
wait, have they even revealed like, are they gonna start with God of War 4? They're gonna go all the way back to like the very first one.
My theory about this is that we're going to be getting the God of War game we know best, which is the one with the Greek gods.
Yeah. Yeah, the
But-
OGs. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, not Greek. Sorry.
The Norse gods?
Norse, thank you.
So then the new ones. Yeah, the new ones.
I think so. What I'm basically saying, I think we're going to start with older Kratos.
All right.
But I think we're going to get a flashback of
We better be getting flashbacks.
the Ghost of Sparta. I think we're going to be getting that as a flashback, because I think I'm trying to think like fans, not fans. Like what's the word I'm looking? Like rookie viewers,
Yeah.
like people who have never seen The Last of Us love The Last of Us because it's this great zombie series, but it's also a great story. They took out some stuff like the spores, but they're bringing it back for this season. Stuff stuff like that. They had to like adapt for the new viewers.
Yeah.
So I think for new viewers, seeing this old guy who has like a somewhat past and this son after mourning, like kind of like how the beginning game was for the first new one, like that. But then huge flashbacks of him decimating gods.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be anything.
It really could be anything.
Who would you want as Atreus? I swear to God, if Timothy Chalamet.
Not Timothy Chalamet. Trust
Swear
me.
to God, that'll be
Okay. Have you seen Sweet Tooth?
Oh, the main kid.
Yeah, the main kid. Because he's getting a little older now.
Yeah, he can be
And
fun.
he's Oliver in Invincible.
He is?
He's Oliver, yeah.
Really?
I'm pretty
Wow.
sure. Yeah. So he's not exactly,
I thought the voice sounded familiar because I mainly associate that kid not with Sweet Tooth but with Cocaine Bear.
yeah, I remember he's in Cocaine
Uh,
Bear.
the kid had the funniest lines in the whole movie.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I think he'd be cool. I think that'd be really really cool.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, it's him.
Damn, that'd be
That's
cool.
Oliver, yeah.
I was like, I recognize Oliver's voice. I just couldn't pinpoint it down.
Yeah, he's coming up in the world.
Yeah, yeah. I think it'd be
He's a
cool.
good actor, so like I say give it to him.
Yeah, man.
He can clearly do live action and animation, so
Yeah, yeah,
give it
yeah.
to him, I'd say.
I think it's interesting, and we've kind of like just said like a lot of different titles, and there's a lot to speak about. But I think the video game adaptation series is tricky, and and in any case where you have to remember that there's a crowd of people who have never heard of your thing, who don't know who you are, never played your game, and then there's also some that have played the game. Like there was a movie recently that did it perfectly. I think it was Mario that I thought that like the lore of Mario is not in your face like when he got the Tanuki suit because he touched the
Yeah.
leaf. And it's like, oh, all these like different things and the things you can do with that. But at the same time, making it feel so real, like the giant fields of the fire flowers and the wild Yoshis, stuff
Yeah.
like that. I think it was really, really done well. But I think I don't know. It's always tricky. I'm very curious to hear what you think.
No, it's definitely tricky because the ways video games are told and are told is through the player's eyes. So while there is a story in most games, it's also how you want to tell the story. You can do like 500 side quests before you go and do the main thing,
Mhm.
or you can just play the story straight through, not worry about any of the side quests.
Yeah.
So, you got to know like what's actually prevalent. Whereas a story, it's pretty linear. You start from point A, you get to point B. How do you get there? With a video game, you can go to point C, D, E, and still end up at point B at some point, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's a good point because I always forget that you can always do the side quests first. So
Yeah.
that's what I think always a struggle is where it's like you create your own journey while there is a main story, and everything you do afterwards or before or during whatever is consequential. That's why I love the Telltale games. Those are
Yeah.
so good. Like Walking Dead, easily one of the best storytelling video games I've ever played.
100%.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot that there can be anticipated with the new Helldivers and Sonic doing great, Super Mario being fun, Legend of Zelda being live action though.
I'm not too worried about that. I'm just worried
Really?
about where they're going to do the story. Because there's a lot of Legend of Zelda games. They all take place during different points in the timeline.
Yeah,
And
yeah, 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 yeah.
that's a whole other conversation we could have. But
I mean, probably more when the movie starts getting out there, but I
yeah,
mean,
like once they reveal, I'm just worried about casting and
mhm,
writing.
mhm.
That's all I'm worried about. Because I'm sure Sony can make things look good. Because I think it's Sony who's doing it.
I think so. Let me look it
I
up.
think it's Sony.
But go on with your point. I'll look it up.
Yeah, no, I'm not too worried about the look because I feel like after Sonic, people have really started to look at like, okay, we need to make sure this looks passable
Well,
to a
compared to
degree.
the first draft, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're
Otherwise,
right. It
the
was
Sonic treatment. Yeah.
yeah, by the way, you're right. It was Sony. You're right. It's
Okay, so
Sony and
Sony's
Nintendo.
doing it,
Wow, Nintendo's providing over 50% of the funding.
which means they're gonna have a lot of,
Yeah.
which is good. I want that. When the video game companies or like the people behind them are like
Yeah.
really in the writing room and the producing room, that's how I like, okay, I
Crazy.
know we're gonna be at least passable.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Especially Nintendo,
Mm.
after the Super Mario Brothers movie, they are going to make sure that they are right there, like at the head of the table.
Yeah, and I'm just
Moving
surprised they didn't go to Illumination because that animation looked pretty
Oh no,
good.
it was great, honestly. I mean, they're killing their chance to do a freaking Smash Brothers universe here.
Secret Wars Smash.
Secret Woods and Smash Brothers.
Yeah, I mean, wow. Yeah, I don't know. I hope they change their mind to animation. I don't know, probably not.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens in the movie. I mean,
Who would you want as Link?
oh my
I
god.
swear to God, if it's Timothy Chalamet or Tom Holland, I'm blowing my brains out. No
It's not-
shot.
Who else would be a good Link?
Mike Fast from Challengers.
Maybe.
So weird.
I mean, who else could play Link?
I don't know.
You gotta
man.
get a younger looking person.
You definitely got to get like not like a 30-year-old guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're gonna have to really they're gonna have to explore the world for this casting, man.
Yeah. That's what they're gonna need to get some fresh blood for it, I feel like.
100% they do. It's gonna be a franchise. There's gonna be a franchise. There's no way. There's no way. This is gonna be a multi-million Tom Holland Spider-Man like deal. No shot, Ricky. God, I hate this idea. Live action. I'm sorry. I hate it. I hate it. It needs to be animation. Ganondorf, man.
I don't know how they're gonna make him look. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah, they're gonna have to like have him record alone and do it like they did for Peter Dinklage, where they had like paper cutouts and like shoot from high angles. I don't know. This is gonna be interesting. Ricky, thank you so much for being on here, dude. So great to have you back. We're gonna have you back on for a lot more. We have a lot of fun stuff coming up, like our summer hits episode in the future. I know that's a little bit of ways away, but you're definitely on board like normal. Definitely have you back for some stuff in between. We'll catch you around. Thank you guys again for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. We'll check us out on Instagram, Letterboxd, TikTok while we're still there. I know as of right now, it's still kind of in the air of it's like they did extend it. So this is probably in the past. Go check us out on Instagram. We're definitely still there. Go check out Ricky on Instagram. His Instagram handle will be in the bio. But Ricky at Jiffo Man Reviews posts a lot of great in-depth reviews. He's super, super detailed on what you're thinking. And it's not a spoiler. It's like kind of spoiler-free-ish.
Yeah, I try to keep it spoiler free.
Yeah. And I always admire that. Thank you guys again for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.